So recently, a new collector by the name of Eric reached out to me on Instagram seeking some advice. And I did not have the best response for Eric when he reached out to me because I was underwater at work. And legitimately, I had to stand on stage and speak to 200 people and deliver a really good presentation. So I had like an excuse, but I felt bad upon reflection that I did not take the time to answer Eric's questions in depth. And so I want to make up for it. I want to make up for it to Eric and then the other Erics out there that may be new to the hobby that have some questions about how to get started, what to do, how to navigate this hobby. So in this video, we are going to dig into that. I'm going to offer up a couple of tips and pointers. And certainly if you are a more experienced collector, don't be shy about commenting in the comment section because there are lots of Erics out there that potentially we can help. Stay tuned. Reggie here, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. As I mentioned, this video is dedicated to Eric and all the Erics out there that are finding their way to the hobby of comic book collecting. First of all, this is a fantastic hobby, so enjoy yourself. But in this video, I want to offer up a couple of tips and pointers that hopefully will help all the Erics out there. The first tip that I want to offer up is to maintain your enthusiasm and your excitement for the hobby for as long as you can. Protect it. And I say that because with any hobby, with anything involving people, there is always some negativity, and you do not want to get swept up in the negativity because it's honestly not worth the time, right? There are some really good people in this hobby. The hobby generally is a very welcoming and inviting hobby. It is also very fun. So hang on to that innocence, hang on to that excitement, and just enjoy the hobby for what it is. Don't get swept up in chasing the money and all that other kind of stuff. Just enjoy it for the hobby that it is, because as I said, it's a fantastic hobby. But to that point of getting swept up, do not get in over your head. Over the years, I have repeatedly seen seasoned and not so seasoned collectors get in over their heads. And what I mean by that is they get swept up in FOMO. They get swept up in, trying to add these books to their collection, that they get themselves into a bad financial place. And I've seen repeatedly people run up credit cards as a result of spending too much money. They get themselves into a very bad situation, which creates all other types of challenges with significant others and other responsibilities that they have. Just a couple of weeks ago, someone sent me a message saying that they had run up a very large credit card bill trying to buy comics. Do not do it. Do not be in a rush to the point that you're getting yourself into a bad situation over funny books and over funny comics, right? Slow down, enjoy it, pace yourself, set realistic goals for yourself that are actually attainable, because the hobby has been here for a very long time. And believe it or not, there are a lot of comics out there, right? People will give you the impression that something is very scarce or hard to find. There are a lot of comics out there. Just take a look at the census counts for a lot of the really popular books. So if you miss one, there'll be many more after that. So just be smart about what you're doing. To the point about setting goals, I am a huge fan of goal setting because I feel like the data suggests that you are more likely to achieve a goal if you set a goal for yourself. And yes, this is a hobby. Yes, it should be fun, but you also want to be smart. You want to be focused. You want to be purposeful. At least I think so. And so there are various videos here on the channel where I talk about setting smart goals. You want to take the time to do it, right? After you get some experience, right? Take some time. Craft a smart goal for yourself. If there's a book, if there's a run, whatever it happens to be that you want to go after, write it out. Explain the time horizon, how you're going to get there, specifically what you want, how you're going to hold yourself accountable, and then get after it. But don't be in a rush, right? Don't get in over your head just because you've crafted a goal for yourself. And kind of piggybacking on that point, don't get mad if you make a mistake. If you overpay for something, that's okay, right? If you got swept up in FOMO and you took your eye off your goal and you did something else, that's okay, right? It is okay to make mistakes because, again, it's a hobby, right? And you can learn a lot from making mistakes. As long as it's not like a detrimental mistake, you can learn a lot from a mistake versus from successes where things are always going your way. So make the mistakes. It's fine. Learn from them. Do better. So the last point that I want to make here, I think it's the last point, is to form your own opinion about the hobby. Form your own opinion about where you want to focus. Form your own opinion about how you want to spend your money. I think it's okay to listen to YouTubers like myself, to listen to influencers that may be out there telling you what the hot book is, what the cool book is, how you should collect, how you should do this, that, and the other. It's okay to hear what other people say, but at the end of the day, it is your collection, it is your money. So spend it the way that you feel is appropriate. Spend it the way that is actually going to bring you some happiness. So take in the information, form your opinion, and decide where it is that you actually want to focus. Because, again, the hobby is full of great people, but it's full of people, and all of these people have their own perceptions, their own takes, their own thoughts and opinions, and all of that is fine and dandy. But again, this is about you as a collector, and ideally, you want to be in this hobby long term. And so to that point, it's more of, you've heard the expression, it's more of a marathon than a sprint, right? So pace yourself, take your time, take the information in and decide what you want to keep and what you want to discard. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Fingers crossed, Eric, that this was helpful and all the other Erics out there. Again, if you are a seasoned collector and you have some tips and pointers, don't be shy about leaving those thoughts behind, because at the end of the day, we all need to be smarter about the hobby of comic book collecting. If you want to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.
Turn me up in my headphones a little bit, like I want to feel it, I want to hear it. All right, that's it right there. I spoke. When the sun rise, till it's burned out. No place to recharge, so we gotta learn how. Conversations with OGs that got dreams that never worked out. So they become masters of dream analysis. They come in the form of barbers and schizos. Warhead with a big nose with his lip.